give you an in-depth understanding of what this session is all about and how we want to kind of do it. So we have few of our folks here from our product team. So we have Kanaz, our VP of product. We have Aishwarya, who's a senior product manager, and we also have Vivek, who's a principal product manager. Thank you so much for joining in. It will be great if some of you can also give a quick introduction, the kind of company you're working with on chat. And we'll get started. So I'm just going to hand over to Kanaz, who's the VP of product, to kind of get this started and kind of give you a quick run through of why we're doing this and what we do.
Hey guys, I hope I'm audible. Like Nakul mentioned, my name is Kanaz. I lead product and business here at Simpl. So just before Aishwarya and Vivek get into the feature labs, I wanted to take a couple of minutes to give you guys some more context on what Simpl is trying to do for D2C brands at a high level, right? Our mission at Simpl is to enable D2C brands to grow their businesses sustainably, right, and solve for problems in lower conversion, higher COD share, returns, RTO, poor retention rates, right? And we think of ourselves as a enabler for D2C brands to solve for all of the problems that come within the purview of these metrics through tech and product, right? So that's the high level mission. And towards that mission, about like 8 months back, we went to market with our full stack checkout and post checkout product, right, which enables brands to have a holistic one-tap checkout solution that's intended to grow conversions, reduce COD share, and improve retention rates, right? And we believe we are able to do that better than most because of a few things, right? One is that our product is able to solve for trust issues in checkout or in shopping online in overall, right? One of the biggest reasons why conversion rates for e-commerce in general and D2C specifically is lower than conversion rates on the likes of marketplaces is because consumers have this tendency to not be sure about themselves when they are buying from a D2C brand's website, right? They don't know, like most of your customers are new to your website, right? So they don't know whether they'll get the product that they order, they don't know whether it will come on time, they don't know who to contact and how to get an issue resolved if something were to go wrong, right? And we are trying to solve for those problems by first of all being able to tell consumers that, hey, you can order and you don't have to really pay for it right now, right? You can even pay for it after your delivery, right? Through our pay later and pay in 3 constructs, right? And then we are able to solve for post-order doubts, right? Like if something were to go wrong, or if you want to kind of get more information about how to use a product, etc., you don't have to scamper around and figure out who to contact because Simpl is always there, right? You can, through one tap on the Simpl app, have your questions answered, and or if there are issues you're facing as a user facing with the brand, we will liaise between the consumer and the brand and solve for those issues, right? So these are 2 prongs of the trust problem that we're trying to solve. In addition to this, we also want to be a kind of a close partner for brands, right? Give you guys the information, data, and insights necessary for you to make strategic decisions, strategic as well as tactical, right? We have the advantage of being able to sit on this wide network of 26,000 plus brands with millions and millions of consumers who transact on that network, right? In fact, we have data for now close to 300 million consumers, which is more or less all of e-commerce active consumers in India. And we are able to kind of learn more about those consumers, understand how they shop, right? Over time, we want to be able to plow insights from those consumers back to you guys, right? So that you can build better, profitable, sustainable businesses. Towards that vision, the team here, Vivek, Aishwarya, and the rest of the team have built a few exciting features as part of our full stack checkout product. That the primary intent of which is to give you guys that visibility, those insights, right? And that's what we will go deeper into, how to use it, how to access it, how to use it, how to grow your business, right? That's the intent. I'll pause here, see if you guys have any kind of clarifying questions or thoughts before we get into the session.
So I think we can get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah.
Over to you guys, Aishwarya and Vivek.
Hello, everyone. Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Vivek. I handle your merchant dashboard product. So today we are going to talk about our merchant dashboard analytics. And before we go into our merchant dashboard analytics, I think I would want all the everyone to basically get familiar with what our merchant dashboard does. So merchant dashboard is a single platform where our merchants interact with Simpl Checkout. Here we have provided different ways to engage with Simpl. All the business related information is put on the single dashboard. So we have different features which are keep coming out, and we keep communicating to our merchants about it. So quick walkthrough on right now what the features we have already built for our merchants. So if you can look here, we have analytics, the analytics which provides insights into merchants' businesses, their day-to-day businesses, how they can improve their strategy and decision making based on the current trends and historical trends, which can be related to COD, which can be related to payment methods or cancelled order. We have order management section where your team can go and search about different orders, what is the current status, and any information related to orders, refunds, cancellation, or failure of payments, or all the details will be in the order management section. We have coupon manager, where you guys can manage coupons, which will be enabled on the Simpl Checkout. We have different other sections, sharing chat section, where you can it helps you and your team share receive files securely with Simpl team. So basically any PDF, Excel, CSV files which you can upload and share with our Simpl team. We have a report section which provides you basically a place where you can download all the settlement reports, your monthly invoices, or any custom settlement reports. Other than that, we have config manager, user management, integration, and configuration. Basically, all of these features allows you to do various setting related changes related to user profile, your integrations. Okay, so today we are going to go deeper into one of the feature, which is our analytics. So let's just go to analytics and let me talk about what we are trying to do with this analytics. So this the dashboard analytics vision is to provide real-time insights into your business's performance. Every D2C business start from very small place, and at that starting you do not have the resources or capabilities to have your own data warehouses or data infrastructure. So to build a good analytics on top of it or insight becomes very challenging. So here we want to help our merchants into providing a ready to consume analytics dashboard where they can get insights about how their business is doing. So the benefits of this dashboard is from the start itself, all the small businesses can become data driven. As we know that in today's world, every small to big companies are focusing highly on how they can take benefit of the data, whether analytics, whether it's data science, or whether any AI or ML driven product. But core, it starts with the analytics, right? Once you have the data, then only you can take value out of it. So from the start itself, you guys can start making data driven decision making. You have the insights about your sales, your customers, your key business metrics. Tracking the right key business metrics is very important, or you else keep chasing the vanity metrics, which doesn't add any value to your business. We have real-time monitoring. Basically, this dashboard is in real time. In 5 minutes, the orders which gets placed right now, you can see in them right now if something is going wrong with your, let's say, website, or people are not able to place orders. So you can quickly see in the trends that if something is going right or wrong, or if any anomaly is happening, so or any customer behavior is changing. So real-time monitoring gives you a control on how your business is done, or if anything goes wrong, then you can quickly react to it. If you have less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes to react to it, then nothing major can go wrong. We provide you ways to optimize your marketing spends. We provide you visibility into what campaigns are bringing the major sales, what campaigns are not doing so well, so you can optimize. Again, the agenda or the vision why we are doing it, because we understand each business, if they want to do good or great in the longer term, they need to understand how they are performing. And setting up a team at a small or to mid, or even in some of the cases the large business D2C businesses where it's primarily their focus on the building the business, then setting up the analytics or data science becomes very challenging and the cost heavy. So these are the primary benefit we are providing via this dashboard. Let's move on to other benefits, which are one of targeting right customers. Now, if you do not understand your customer, you keep targeting the wrong customers and you keep burning the money, right? And the capital is always limited. If you guys understand where and which cities exactly the location wise targeting, if you can do via marketing campaigns, or via you can serve them better in a way via customer service or run better ads, offline ads as well, then it helps to grow the business. We also provide clarity on or insight on who are those customers, where are they coming from, which part of India. We provide you order and payment analytics, how your orders are performing, where are they coming from, which payment gateways or payment methods are contributing to majority of these orders. If people are paying by more via UPI or maybe more via COD, so you can understand the behavior of it. Based on that, you can bring changes on your online website. Let's move on to next. Now, how to configure and use this merchant analytics dashboard. Everyone who gets onboarded with Simpl Checkout automatically, as you get integrated, everyone has the access to merchant analytics. Okay. By default, we provide this feature to everyone, all of our merchants. There's no additional fees or any kind of charges on top of it. If you are our existing merchant, if you do not have access to it, just reach out to our team. On the merchant analytics dashboard, that we have taken the feedback from a merchant and try to give that same kind of meaning and words, so everybody understand what these matrices are, or else we don't want to make it more complicated, or day-to-day business folks can understand what they are tracking. Okay. And let's talk about upcoming roadmap, what we want to do in future. And after that, we will quickly go through the analytics as well, where I will walk you through about the current dashboard. So in future, we want to provide you, right now on our dashboard, you cannot download order level information in CSV format. We will be adding that feature in very recent future. We will be providing user behavior analytics, which is related to risk, which users are risky. We will be providing on COD, RTO. We will be providing analytics related to discount and offers, so you can understand which discounts are working really well for you, which are not working. So if we are able to provide you this analytics related to burn, you will be able to optimize your business. So now let's come back to quickly let me give you a walkthrough of what our merchant analytics looks like. This is a dummy account. So on our current analytics dashboard, we provide around 10 to 15 matrices, and on the top of it, we have the filters by which you can select dates, from which dates, let's say 25 to 3 or 2 August, you want to get the data. And this section is about if you want to see the comparison data as well, which is that's if you want to see no comparison, and if you want to see comparison with the same previous period. So you have selected as a 7-day time period, you want to see the comparison with the similar last 7 days time period, or any X days or X month, right? So you have, and then you select automatically, it shows only the data which is available. If it's available at a daily level or weekly level or monthly level, it will all automatically come there. Then you quickly apply to it, and you can see for this time period what is your total GMV. And we have also provided you how you can click on it, you can see what this metric means. If you have doubts about it, you can ask us, and you can clarify with our partner success team. So we can provide total GMV is gross merchandising value. We have total orders. These are all gross metrics. Customers, average basket size, which is on an average in one order, how many items are there, average order value, net GMV. This removes basically any cancellation or refunds. COD amount is included as of now in this net GMV. This is unsettled amount, so we have T+2 settlement time period. So and the till now, what is the unsettled amount which is there, which we need to pay to our merchants, is shown here. This is static number. It won't get affected by any time period you select. On the top of it, there is a button refresh. You can see it. You can click the refresh button and you can get the refresh data if the data is not getting updated. We have now matrices, which is like if you go in payment analytics, we have orders by payment method. So you can understand the distribution of different payment methods and which orders are coming from more from which payment method. Let's say COD has the highest contribution here, 54%. Pay later is next. So you can understand how you want your business to go. Let's say you want to reduce COD, so you can track on day-to-day how things are moving. If you click on the details of these sections, so you can see much more detailed data here on a more granular level, on a day-to-day level. And you can also, if it's on the top, this export data button is there, which we click on it, the data which is selected there will be quickly downloaded in the CSV format. So you can play around with this data as well. Going back to the main screen. So here, all the metrics are at aggregated level. Now GMV by payment method, again, similar. Now here we are looking at the orders by payment methods. Now here we are looking at total business sales, which are coming by different payment gateways. Next, we are looking at the orders, like in time, this selected time period, how many are orders which are confirmed and how many got cancelled. So the cancellation is at 7.3%. We have checkout funnel. We tell you what is your conversion rate. So any user who clicks on the Simpl Checkout button to the final purchase completed, this is the conversion. So if any users are dropping in between for various reasons, you can see and you can target them as well. If somebody's logging in after they don't go ahead with the purchase, you can retarget those such users as well. This funnel will differ with every merchant. We have average order value. Again, this graph here we can track how is the average order value changing on day-to-day basis for our merchants. Then we have primarily two growth levers where we are trying to give you insights in what channels are performing. So you can see your UTM source, medium. This is a dummy account, so we have not. These are organic. So if you don't put anything in source, medium, and campaign, then you will see does, and total orders which are coming in, average order value, GMV, and customers. Similarly, for top cities, this is about telling you from about which cities or which geography these customers are coming in from. So you can retarget them better. You can go back to details. There you can again find the detailed information and you can download it. So I think I'll quickly stop here. If anyone's hand have a question on this, then people can ask or I can take questions later as well. Did anyone has any doubts around this? Okay, let's now move to Aishwarya. He will talk about features related to order management.
Hi everyone. Thanks Vivek for giving a detailed view of the analytics dashboard that we have. So right now, what we have talked about till now in the session is that how Simpl, what's the vision of Simpl, which Khanas talked about, and how Vivek talked about in detail about the analytics dashboard that we have. Now, this section which I'll be covering is a sweet and small section where I'll be covering for the next 10 to 15 minutes, after which we'll open it up for Q&A, based on which we will try to collect your feedback, your inputs into what we need to be building. And also, if you have any doubts on what me and Vivek have talked about, and if you want anything and you want to talk about anything in detail, we'll cover in that. But just bear with me for the next 10 minutes before we get into that. So this is one feature which we which we built out based on talking to few of the merchants like you. One of the merchants came to us and helped us understand how this feature is useful for them, how is this feature useful for their industry. And we built that out from scratch, this feature. So going forward, and one of the agendas for the session is to get that feedback from you, and if there is some feature that is going to add value to your business, or which is basically Simpl's primary goal to the entire network of users of the D2C brands, then feel free to chip in. So this is a COD edit order feature which lets you edit orders on our merchant dashboard. I'll have a detailed demo walkthrough of how this feature works. One of the reasons we built this feature out was not just because this was just a basic feature which was solving a particular use case, but this was directly impacting the business of the merchants that we were part of. This seems like a very standard feature where you can edit your orders, but we understood the use cases that were there, and as a network, the benefit that we have over here is understand the business from end to end in your entire category and across categories, and understand and disseminate that knowledge across the network of brands that we have. So going forward on this, I'll just talk to you guys briefly about this feature. Now, talking about the business benefits, some of you might say that what would a COD edit order feature benefit a merchant like me? So this feature is for both the kind of merchants, one who are allowing COD but are concerned about their RTOs, who are concerned about the costs that are associated with COD already. Or there are certain merchants who are just there on the prepaid payment methods, but are not and are skeptical to go into COD because of the concerns that COD brings with itself. So some benefit that we understood from this feature was that you can save your shipping cost if you have a lot of repeat customers and they have placed multiple orders because of different retargeting. This feature lets you combine those orders, and if you have multiple orders like this, becomes very easy for you to combine those orders into one, have all the list of items shipped once to the user. That not only helps you reduce the shipping cost, that is a better customer experience as well. If there are returns, you can also process them in a single entity, so that is directly adding to the cost savings that you have as a business. Then the second and the most primary use case of this feature, which we understood, and the reason we actually spent a lot of time building that and making it very easy to use for our merchants, was it's basically a tool for the merchants to talk to the customers and reduce the RTOs. So I'll talk about in detail how you can do that. Mainly, people who go for COD have a trust issue, which as a Simpl network, we are trying to solve through Pay Later and PI3. We will be in a few years in a stage where we'll be able to solve it for the majority of the customers, but there are still certain customers who opt for COD because India is a very low trust market where customers don't really believe in the brand. They are skeptical if we'll get the right product or not. So some of the network merchant brands, especially in the apparel industries, what they do is call those customers up, or if they have received any notifications or any messaging from the customers, they interact with the customers, try and understand their needs. They can edit the orders if someone has placed just a shirt size of medium and his size is actually large, and that might not be standard across all the categories. So they can change that as well without actually canceling the order. And in a lot of cases, if that is not possible, that might lead to an RTO, and that is a complete loss of not just a sale, but the cost associated with the RTO. Second thing that they can do is that in certain cases, you can upsell your products. Now, if someone has bought a shirt, you might want to have a matching pant or any accessory related to the shirt, that you can also sell across by talking to the customers, and this feature allows you to do that as well. This actually helps you in, like, this is basically zero marketing cost for you. It is entire sales revenue. The chances of RTO are very low, and you are able to convert that customer really well. On top of that, what you can do with this feature is add discounts on top of that. So if someone is asking for an upsell, you can add a discount, which can be directly done through this without placing a new order and editing this order. You can add some 10 or 20% discount for bundling and ask the customer like there and then offers, which can help you upsell that product and increase your overall sales without the current ecosystem that you have. So these are some of the benefits that this feature brings along. I'll just give a quick demo, and I'll just explain how you can use this feature for your benefits, and would be happy to take questions at the end on this. So yeah, this is a feature which is not enabled to all of you, and some of you who might also onboard. So you will have to talk to the partner success managers, which are assigned to you, which are your single point of contact for us to also listen to you on a day-to-day basis. And you can ask them to enable that feature on the dashboard that Vivek gave a walkthrough some time back. Now, what you can do with this feature, so you can't edit everything on the order, because we want to maintain the sanctity, we want to maintain the consistency across systems like Shopify, our dashboard, and your business and financial metrics. So I'll just talk about what you can do with this feature. This is, we have kept it intentionally to be only available for orders which are not shipped. We can happy to take feedback if it's needed for different kind of orders as well. We can enable that, but that is a conscious call that we took because we felt that this will lead to ambiguity, and the maximum cost savings that you have is for COD customers and for orders which are not shipped and just after the placement of orders. Now, to add to that, what you can do with this feature. So there are three things that you can actually do with this feature very easily. Now you can, we talked about in the previous slide as well, you can add or remove products with the touch of a click there. You can increase or decrease the quantity of the current SKUs. That is helpful in upselling if you want to bundle the same product with 3 quantity with a discount that you can do. And the third thing is you can add discounts on the pre-existing items or the new items that you add, which I think one use case we talked about where there are chances of RTO or upselling and you want to give certain discounts to the customer so that that does not lead to an RTO, but leads to a good experience for the customer, as well as helps you in having a new customer as well. So yeah, that's majorly about the feature that we have launched, and will feel free to add any comments, any questions in the chat that you have regarding that. Before I give you a quick walkthrough of how to use this feature on the merchant dashboard. Now, as Vivek sometimes walked you through this entire structure of the dashboard that we have, I'll tell you where to find this feature. So this is not there in the listing of the features that we have on the dashboard. Edit orders is basically an order management feature. Order management tab, as covers the entire entire section where you have any information related to the order, be it the orders that are being placed, the details of the customers, the details of the items, everything is covered in the order management section. Also your abandoned checkouts, refunds, everything gets covered in this entire order management section. One of the features in this section is this edit orders, and we're talking about this again to emphasize that we feel that this is going to add a lot of value to your business. Now we'll just pick up one of the COD orders, which is placed on 2nd of August here, and we will go into the order details page. This is what we call the order details page, where you have the entire description of that order, whatever, like what's the breakup of that order. You can have the Shopify related information, when was it, like when the transaction happened, last updation, shipping details, everything is there on this order details page related to an order. Now, on this, you also see an edit order tab. This is only available for the COD orders. So this is a COD order, that's why I was able to see that tab. Now, if you click on a pay later order, there is no edit order tab. So yeah, so don't be surprised if you're not able to see that for some of the orders, because like it's by design that we have only kept it for COD orders. Now, how to use this feature? You have to just simply click on this edit order feature. This gives you the option of different items that are there in the pack currently. By a simple click, you can delete one of the items. It will ask you to confirm. Once you remove this item, item gets removed from your cart. Now, to add a new product or add more quantity to that brand, you'll have to click on add product. It's a simple searchable screen where it links directly to your product catalog at Shopify. Now I'll just search some product. If that product is not there, or like it does a proxy search as well. If I would have written part of the product description, it will also do that. Now, once I've done the search, I'll choose one of the variants of this particular item. After that, I can also apply the discount here. And discounts that we provide with this feature are of two types, which is direct fixed amount discount or percentage discount. If you want to say give a 10% discount on this, you can do that. Whereas if you want to give a fixed amount discount, which is 3 rupees, so I can add that here as well. Now, once I add that item, it will just ask me for a confirmation that you have added 10 rupees worth of items. Would you like to continue? I add this item. Now, once it's added, I can add multiples of it as well. Like I can add 2 or 3 items here, which will also be written here. The discount will be a standard discount. You don't need to create a specific coupon on Shopify for this. The discount that you add here in terms of rupees will directly get reflected on Shopify. In fact, everything that you are doing here is synced to Shopify. So you will have no issues in your shipping or any other operational apps that you have integrated with Shopify. Everything gets reflected back to Shopify in real time here. Now, once you add it, this gets reflected here. In case, just one more use case where if you want to increase the quantity of this bag to, you have to just search bag to again. You'll not be able to directly increase the quantity here. So I choose bag to here, medium. After adding that bag to, I quantity here. Once I'm done with this and you're sure you have made all the correct changes, you can just save changes here. And it will save the changes successfully. You will get a notification here. Now you can see your order, and it's shown like this. All these details, the changes that you have done here will be reflected back to Shopify, and you can look in the Shopify timeline of your order, what changes have happened, and it'll all be saved there. All the price related items are calculated automatically, so you don't need to worry about that. Everything is taken care in this case. So that's it from my end in terms of walking you through this feature. Would be happy to take questions, and would be keen to listen from you about any of the new features that we can introduce in our checkout or our dashboard, or any other issues that you're faced with Simpl, or something you have seen across your business, across any of the other checkout players or Shopify. Feel free to add any comments, any details or any help that you need from our end.
Yeah, thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Vivek. We have a couple of questions. Let's quickly take them. So Shivam has a question, and the question is, it's regarding editable orders, COD orders. Will the edited COD orders detail also update on the logistics partners portal, like for example, ShipRocket? So he's asking for that.
Yeah. So Shivam, as I mentioned here, so this edit orders is synced to Shopify in real time, as in when you do the save changes. So you saw a lag of a second there when I was doing the save changes. That is the time it takes for this order to reflect back to Shopify. Now, once it gets reflected back to Shopify, all the logistic partners that we have worked with till now are integrated with Shopify. They take the details from Shopify itself. So the short answer to this is yes, you will be able to see that back in Shopify, but we'll have to, like, the only thing caveat that you need to check is that the timelines of that is matched. If the logistic partner just takes that information at the start of the creation of the order, it might not work. But if it's synced in real time with Shopify, which most of the major players are, then it will reflect there for your logistic related needs as well as your returns and any tracking apps that you have over there.
I hope that
So there is no particular timeline to edit your orders. The only caveat that we have kept here is that once an order is shipped, we don't allow it to edit that order. The reason being that once you have already shipped, you have incurred the shipping cost, and it's already going to be an RTO of, in case there is some miss. So that's by design that we have kept that once you've shipped an order, we don't allow you to edit the order. But there is no strict timelines around it. You can, like, once the order is placed till, like, anytime it's shipped, there's no 30-day or 60-day timeline. Just to give you an extreme example here, but generally it'll be like within a few days. So you can edit your orders till then. Also, in case you want to edit your orders post it's shipped, if you change the status in Shopify to unshipped, we get the same status back. And if you want to edit the orders of a shipped, and if you have that particular use case, you can do that as well over there.
So the user is also asking if it's possible to tackle this in Unicommerce.
Yeah, so Unicommerce, as was mentioned earlier, it's one of the logistic partners which is used across our network as well. So they take the statuses from Shopify, and as we are doing that, we are reflecting the statuses back in Shopify. So that should not be an issue with you. And it is it's happening before the order is shipped, so they should be able to track it directly from Shopify.
Hey everyone, if anybody has any more questions, all unmuted. You can also probably put on your camera and ask a question if need be, and Aishwarya and Vivek will be happy to answer that. And also we would like to know, take this opportunity to kind of, ask you folks, if there's any feature that you would like to see, built or improved on. Happy to take that feedback as well. And that's something that our product team can look into and also, build in the coming days. Hi.
Yeah, hi, this is Mohit here from Badmash.
I think you're on mute. We are not able to hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are. You are.
Yeah. So my question is the feature is fantastic. Okay. But how will you edit on your OMS system? See, once you sync, the orders are synced on Unicommerce, whatever changes you do on Shopify will not reflect there.
Yes. Hey, this is basically before you actually ship the orders. I, like we can connect offline if you're facing any particular issues in syncing with Unicommerce there, and how we can enable that as well. But from what I understand, it takes the statuses from Shopify directly, and because it's reflected and the latest order status is reflected back in Shopify, and you have not asked, like you have not put it on shipping on Unicommerce, you can do that before you push the order for shipping. You can sync the third party platform will sync with Shopify and will have the latest details there with them. But we can connect offline if you're having any issues, and we can resolve that.
Yeah, we've been trying from the last 3-4 months. That's not possible with Unicommerce. We have tried with the team because that's where the inventory is managed. So you cannot edit the inventory basically. So once it is blocked, there are multiple processes the inventory goes through. So once your order is pushed to Shopify, and if it's invoiced, you cannot make any changes, no matter what.
Sorry, can you?
Am I audible?
Can you come again? So there was some noise.
So basically, once your order is pushed to Shopify, Unicommerce from Shopify, you cannot make.
Sorry, can you come again, please?
Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
You have to use both
Off here.
Speakers on. Keep the speaker on.
keep a speaker on.
Sorry. Can you come again? Sorry for this.
So basically, once an order is created on Shopify and it's pushed to your warehouse management system, here in this case, it's Unicommerce. Once it's invoiced, you can only change the shipping address. You cannot change anything in the item level because it does not allow you, because that's where your inventory is centralized. Okay. So I don't think this feature will work if you have any third-party applications. Apart from if you're only processing it on Shopify, I'm sure this tool is going to help you out. But if it's on a third-party WMS or OMS system, this is not possible real time.
Yeah, so if your third-party system is not synced with Shopify, then it will not be possible right now. But if there is a particular use case for that, where and we are also looking into one of the roadmap items that we have is Unicommerce integration directly. So a lot of these features that we have built right now will work seamlessly with Unicommerce as well. But yeah, only if your third party is directly integrated with Shopify and is listening to it in real time will this feature work as of now. But going forward, we are also looking to partner with players like Unicommerce, where a lot of these features will, once we have that partnership, we'll send across those statuses to the partners, and this should work seamlessly.
Okay, I mean, I would like to connect with you offline and show you a couple of scenarios why this won't work, because Unicommerce is directly linked to Shopify. It has access to it because it's the one who's giving you the inventory over there. Correct. So we can connect offline. I mean, my email ID is with the team, and then we can connect offline. I can show you the use case scenarios.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
There's a couple of more questions. I think Shivam had a feedback for the checkout. So they have received the pay later order at the time that the customer opted for it, mistaking it as COD option. So there might be a thing. So that's something, Shivam, that we can connect offline and probably see why that went wrong and probably figure that out.
Yeah, and just to add to that, this was also, like Shivam, raised by one of our other merchant partners as well. So the team is already working on that. We are bringing different levels of friction on placing this pay later order. We don't want to decrease the conversion efficiency because we put a lot of friction over there. But currently what we are doing is introducing an extra click, especially for the new users, so that that does not get impacted, and we are not seeing a lot of cancellations over there. So it's something which is already there in pipeline, but thank you for bringing that up. Will be good to understand your use case so that we can also incorporate that when we are building that out.
Okay, so thanks, Aishwarya. So there's another question on order editing work. Once the product is already shipped, then how do you know if the order is shipped? So that was the question.
So this is something which is like either you are manually doing that on Shopify, or you're like integrated with some logistics partner which is updating that to shipped status in Shopify. So we sync that status from Shopify itself, based on which after which we don't allow the order to be edited in our dashboard.
I think there's a couple of more questions. Again, this is on the analytics piece. How many orders should be there to be able to get analytics for the business?
There is no minimum requirement.
So, okay.
And
So you
it's
can
one.
So there is no minimum requirement for any, like even if you have one order, the analytics is enabled. But let's say for a time period T1 if there is no order there, then you will not see the data which you will see is null. No data you will see for that time period. So analytics is enabled. If the orders are not there, then no analytics or insights will be shared on the dashboard. The graphs and charts will be empty.
Thanks, Vivek. We're hoping that we've answered all the questions here posted on chat. You can unmute yourself if anybody has any questions that you would like to ask Aishwarya and Vivek here, and we could clarify those things for you if it's real time problems that you're facing with the present one. If there's something that you would also like to see in the coming sprints and in the future days which you would like to see as part of this, we'll be happy to kind of build that and work on that as well. But yeah, let's do tell us that if there's anything, and you can unmute and ask us that right now. Quickly just send a feedback on as a poll, a survey session, a poll right here on the chat. I think you would have got it as a pop-up. We really appreciate if you could share your feedback. You will also receive a feedback form on mail. This will just help us make it better and ensure also you have more such sessions in the coming days to give you more insights and understanding of all the features that we are currently building, and also kind of to show you a quick demo to understand and take you through how this whole product feature works. Thank you everybody for joining in. Hope you had a fruitful session today, and hope to see you soon on our next session. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.